Drugs table. Okay, well, let's go in there, I guess. Cool, cool, cool.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
I mean, what is a Sherlock Holmes game without an opium area, right? I thought I heard a dog. That was weird.
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens.
Whoa, nonsense.
This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens.
Hmm.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments.
Yeah, they've got the swirly ones. They've got the flat ones, the round ones, the swirly ones. There's fire.
A vast amount of opium.
Hey, this is a drug ring. Hey, has anyone realized this is a drug ring? There's drugs happening here. Okay, well, is there anything else in here that I missed out on? Oh, Watson was like, nah. I'm like, we're all drugged out right now.
The list of plant friends and benefactors. Lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders.
People who want opium, yo. Obviously. Okay, well, let's go talk to that guy again. Wait, was there anything I could do with this? Yo, duty. What's up with all your opium?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Q.
I see.
What? No, I hit Q. I was literally...
Do you have...
None. Not worthy there.
Garden symbol. Braid chemistry flask.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
No,
Wow.
really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago. And we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Dump.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved.
Right,
Well, as a matter
actually.
of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet, you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
They don't love plants like you guys love
Well,
plants.
we will
It's not...
leave you to your meditation.
Well, we found the stolen plants. The Divine Syndicate stole all plants from the exhibition, including the deadly species. They could have used them in order to murder Montague Dunn. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants from... I think this is what happened, honestly. If we're being honest right now. Okay, well then I guess we can go back to Kew Gardens and be like, hey, we found... I mean, some of your plants. I loved that dude talked like Yoda. Like, why? What's the point? What can you do, Watson? What can you do, Watson? I don't know. Me neither, Watson. He's never writing. I wish he was writing instead of reading every time. Is he refreshing himself? What are you refreshing yourself on, Watson? How to pick up hot dudes. A story in 3 acts. By Dr. John Hamish Watson. To be continued.
Just be careful with the...
What? But we found them.
Excuse...
But we found them! Oh my god.
Farmhouse.
You guys are actually going to drive me insane. Insane! Okay, let's go talk to Miss White then. Have we tried to talk to Miss White since we found out she was totally going to be fired? Ah, let's find out. Oh god, I went the wrong way. Oh god, I went so the wrong way. The incredibly most wrong way I could have gone. Oh god. Cool, seat house. Hey. You were gonna be fired! Oh my god. What do they want me to do? Find out what the Divine Syndicate is concealing. They're concealing opium. There's a scar on the palm of his left hand, an injury that occurs when one uses unnecessary force with a chemical pipette. He has practiced chemistry, which requires a Cartesian mindset. Okay, was I not supposed to leave the Syndicate yet then? I guess. Maybe. Well, one more time. Okay, as I was saying, How to Pick Up Hot Dudes by Dr. John Hamish Watson. First act. I sat inside of the cafe, sipping at my tea lovingly. Oh. I sat inside the cafe, well, to be continued. Alright, fine. We apparently didn't uncover your secret, even though you're totally making opium. So, I guess you want a different secret. Different secret? Cool. I'll do my best. Oh, there was another door! Oh, son of a bee. Son of a bitch bulb. Oh. Ah, caterpillars!
They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
Take some Kmatty Beeps. This is like that plant.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
What? That's the plant that we saw.
A tropical plant.
We saw these plants being burned. Wasn't it that plant? Didn't we see that plant get burned?
A tropical.
I don't know about you, Sherlock Holmes.
A tropical.
I don't know about you, Sherlock Holmes.
These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
Boop. 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 Where am I putting these? Ah, whatever. Boop. Set up the alkaloid from a chemical laboratory and the caterpillars and perform the experiment with the deadly plants. I can do that.
Perfect,
Wait,
Watson.
Oops.
We can begin our experiment.
Okay. Okay, so now we've found their secret. It wasn't the opium. It was never the opium. I'm such a fool. Let's go to Baker Street. We probably could have used the lab inside of that area that... Oh! How to Pick Up Hot Dudes. A play in 3 acts by Dr. John Hamish Watson. Oh wait, it wasn't a play before. Shoot! It's a play now! John Hamish Watson sits by the window. Oh, one day. What are you doing, Tai Chi? Oh, whatever. I don't got time for you.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Put back, I guess. Boop. Oh.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Aw, you're cute. This is the one. Maybe not.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Oh, then maybe it's this one.
This is a strain, a carnivorous, a prickly plant.
Okay. Let's give you a caterpillar to eat. Delicious!
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
Whoa.
How interesting.
Oh, God.
What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
What? That was dope. What about this one? You want that? There it is.
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Oh, I see. Okay. What? No. Okay. So we open it up. And then we put caterpillars on it.
This plant seems to have had... This plant...
Yeah?
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
We did it, Watson. Watson BB, we did it.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Yes. Boop. The Divine Syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder Montague Dunn at a later date. Someone stole the deadly plants before the Divine Syndicate were able to. I think it's that. Nothing yet? Okay. Just figured I'd check. Alright. Let's go to Kew Gardens. I don't think this Divine Syndicate killed him. I don't know. I'm like really stuck on that other dude. I think that other dude killed him. Maybe I'm mega wrong. Maybe I'm super wrong. Who knows? How to Pick Up Hot Dudes. Play in 3 acts by Dr. John Hamish Watson. John Watson sits by the window, a sad, somber look upon his face. He lifts his coffee cup to his lips, taking a short sip before placing it back down, absently, as though his mind is somewhere else. A man, tall, with dark hair, enters stage left. He walks to the front of the coffee shop, orders a latte, and sits down. End Act 1. Hey! I have deets to talk with you about. sir.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you
What
doing?
were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Interesting. Give me just a second. I'm adjusting. Okay. Halbert, what you doing?
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
Interesting.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh, my God.
Aww.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Baby, I'm sorry. I know you didn't kill your patootie. I don't know why I replaced the word papa with patootie, but I guess I'm gonna have to live with that now. That's been a thing that I've said, so. Whoop! Let's go to the seed room. Talk with Miss White. Hey, what were you doing? What were you doing at 10 past 10, girl?
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Well, certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
What? Wait, what? I mean, I've already done this, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Everyone's gone, so now I can do whatever I want. Is that what they're saying? Oh yeah. Somebody was hanging out in the tropics room for a while. I remember Albert saying that. It might have been his dad. Oh yeah, because of all the pots. Weird pots, right? Yeah, weird pots. Okay. Look through all this. You need to go to the laboratory. The laboratory, if you will. Ah, right.
Directors.
Yes. Yes. Right. Yes. Oops. I haven't really been through here at all, have I? This is weird. Or have I? No, I have. Oh, goodness. I'm a mess, Watson. What would I do without you? How did we manage to just, like, hang out with no one? She said her last role was in the laboratory, which is here. Ah! Ah!
Here it is.
Found it! Sick. Okay, well.
Cylinder records.
Cylinder records.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss White was in the laboratory, as she told us.
Right. That doesn't look anything like her. That doesn't look anything like her. What the hell? Find out how to stimulate. Oh. Stimulate the deadly plants in the colonial collection. I will. That's over here. That's over here. I've got it. I've got it. Boop. Boop. Come, Watson. The game is afoot. Boop. And boop. Okay. So we go in here. Ah, maybe the whole thing. I see. Inhaled the spores, knocked over the thing. And then tried to escape the room, right? What? It's super weird. I feel like it's acting strange, right?
No, it wasn't like that. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Hmm. Why do I keep hearing a dog noise? It's super weirding me out. Okay, I see.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate.
They were released from the vent
Panicking,
system?
and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
All right. Let's do that then. Oh, shoot. Son of a bitch. Watson, why didn't you tell me I was going the wrong direction? Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Do-do-do-do. A-do-do. A-do-do-do-do. A-do-do. A-do-do-do-do. A-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
First of all, I need to visit the Colonial Collection Room to see how those caterpillars dropped onto the deadly plants.
No, I don't. I know. I know it. Oh, son of a bitch. Da-do-do-do-do. A-do-do. Da-do-do-do-do. A-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ugh. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Who's this shit?
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down.
All right.
Oh.
The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
Okay. Why is the tea up constantly? Have I not seen? I've seen all this stuff before. I've seen all this stuff before. Oh my gosh. Tea, you're the worst. Just hate it when I'm on the job and I have to tea so bad. It's just like that's all I can think about. It's just like it's always there. It's just like it's always there. Yep. Mm-hmm. What is happening? What happened? What? No, why is this? What happened? Press every button. Press every button. I don't want this. I never wanted this. Oh god. Okay, well, start that, I guess. On.
Before starting the engine, the power is on. The engine cannot be started.
Ugh.
The engine has started.
Cool. What?
The ventilation system is working.
Constant tease. Just constant tease everywhere. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know what happened to me. Well, this is a new experience. Living my life with Sherlock Holmes. Oh god. No, there has to be a way. There has to be a way to escape this. How do I escape this?